Good morning. Hopefully you got your coffee. We're going to be going through updates, news updates, as well as updates from our Watchman community from across the nation, as well as across the world. We have a major earthquake in China. And here in the United States, we have 200,000 homes that are now without power. And it is cold, friends. We got a major life-threatening windstorm just starting today over the West Coast, with some hurricane strength winds. We're not talking minor thing here. Major warning on that one. And an Ohio meat packing company has been hit with major fines for facilitating others from other places their identity theft. And some criminals, this might put a little smile on your face, some criminals forget to cover their tracks literally and get busted. And we also have an ER update on what's going on with the flu-like symptoms, suddenly happening all over. Let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and these are your updates that you guys are sending in from all over about what's going on out there. If you have something to share with the group, make sure you use the word update somewhere in your comment. It can be on this video or on any video on this channel. It doesn't matter. All right, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They've been a long-time supporter of this channel. They've really been key to this channel becoming what it is. So if you like this channel, support this channel, and you like what we're about, just know that the folks over at Genesis Gold are our kind of folks, right? They're also kind of partially behind the prepper beef thing too. I mean, they're like us. So if you want to get some of your questions answered, if you want to just get some information, no pressure, you can reach out to them. There'll be a link at the end of the video for you to get some more information. All right, so 200,000 homes right now without power. That's across Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Now that's not numbers like we see during a hurricane, right? Like when we see millions without power. But it is cold. So please be prepared, friends. Things are going to get a little more spicy today, and then we're also going to have another big burst at the end of the week. Depending on where you are in the country, it's going to hit you at different times. But we got this little thing coming through, and then it's going to get cold. It already is cold. And then we're going to have another wave towards the end of the week. And that's going to potentially take down even more power lines. So it's going to make it really hard for the linemen out in the cold to be working. And not only that, but it is going to just kind of build on itself. So more and more people getting knocked out of power. It's going to take longer and longer to get people turned back on and get power lines fixed. Speaking of power lines being out, the National Weather Service has issued a life-threatening windstorm advisory in Southern California. They're anticipating and expecting 80-mile-per-hour winds sustained, that's fast, and gusts over 100 miles per hour, which are hurricane force winds. Without a hurricane, they're just going to have this windstorm coming into California. It's already there right now, starting this morning at 4 a.m. local time, and it's going to continue into Wednesday evening. So if you're in those areas, be aware of that, the strong winds, but then also power outages caused by damage to transmission lines, right? Those are expected to happen in the next little bit. So, all right, let's move over to Tibet in China. Large 7.1 magnitude earthquake. That's a powerful earthquake, damaging buildings, centered mostly in the city of Shigatse. And that's the city that's been hardest hit, but in the surrounding areas, and that's across the Tibetan, occupied Tibet. Let's just put it that way. Are we allowed to say that? I don't know. If any YouTube censors are watching, are we allowed to call it occupied Tibet? Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, hop on to Wikipedia or Google that of how Tibet ceased to be a country, And yeah. All right, North Korea. They decided to test a hypersonic ballistic missile. And so basically a ballistic missile with hypersonic glide vehicles on it to protect the warheads. No word on whether they were successful. It was a relatively short-range test, but a lot of times in the test they fire them kind of almost straight up, and then they come back straight down. That way they can kind of control the landing area a little better. So no word on whether that was impressive or not impressive. I wouldn't be surprised if Russia just handed them one and they just launched it, just to scare the world. I don't know. But North Korea did that, and he would never do that. He would never do that with Trump in office, would he? I don't know. It would be interesting to see what kind of relationship Kim Jong-un has with Donald Trump now that Trump's coming back into office. All right, UFC head and Trump ally Dana White has joined Facebook, or Meta. He is now on the board of directors, which is an interesting shift. We've seen Zuckerberg kind of making noise, like almost as if he's a conservative or libertarian now, which we all know is a lie. But I don't know. Facebook making a little bit of a pivot, from woke, insane leftists to, less insane. So, I don't know. Hopefully that'll make some good changes. Hopefully that means that we're going to start seeing less conservative stuff being stifled and more opportunities to talk about seditious things like canning your own food, I don't know why so many canning groups have gotten banned off Facebook, but somebody over at Facebook knows why. All right, an Ohio meat company mentioned Fresh Mark Incorporated. Yeah, no kidding about that name. That's Fresh Mark Incorporated fined $4 million, I kid you not, for hiring illegal others and identity theft. So helping the others swap names and take other identities and use social security numbers and stuff like that so that they could keep paying these guys and gals under the table, and even though they don't have legal status to be here. The fact that they're actually getting fined $4 million tells us that, somebody must not have paid 10% to the big guy to get their protection. I don't know. Maybe they need to go call Zelensky or something like that to set something up. All right, Rick says, Watchman reporting, Kirkland cold and flu recalls due to contaminants. Love the cutting edge vids. You rock, Scuba Steve. I need to get back out there and do some more scuba diving. I don't know if all you guys have tried scuba diving. It is amazing. It's like being inside an aquarium, because that's basically what it is. But being able to float around inside an aquarium is tremendous fun. Anyway, so I will take the name Scuba Steve with pride. All right, Francis says, but note that what was said about the cough medicine. So if you're looking for cough medicine, notice that it may be a little bit short out there, because everyone's got the flu-like symptoms right now. And in addition to that, we have this major recall, Kirkland, for Costco. Francis says, in the ER 2 days ago, 80 cases of flu-like illnesses were there at that time. We're a very small town in Arizona, near the Arizona-California border. I almost said Canada, but CA is going to be California. It was wild, just because Arizona and Canada don't really meet, I'm sharp. I'm on it. Early in the morning. Anyway, also just heard the first human death from bird flu. H5N1 was reported yesterday in Louisiana. And hearts go out to the person and their family. But also we were concerned that this is going to turn into an excuse for bureaucrats to wield unconstitutional powers across the United States again. Annie says, no milk at Leesburg, Florida, Walmart, only non-dairy and some lactose-free. Walmart in Castleberry, Florida, 60-count eggs now $22. And it's more than that, a lot more than that in other places. I think at one point I paid $8 for it. So if you're seeing them for $22 for 60-count eggs, that's not too bad right now. That's fairly reasonable. You might want to grab some of those. DM says Amazon stations in Georgia are stocking up pallets of supplies for employees in the event of current events happening on site. Bug out bag style supplies, read between the lines. When even Amazon is getting into prepping, you should start worrying, right? Of course, Zuckerberg's got his bunker underneath his house, and all these rich folks have these panic rooms and shelters and all that kind of stuff like that. If the rich are doing it, they might know some stuff, right? Rose says Walmart in Southeast Michigan today had almost no eggs at all. The only eggs left were the double packaged ones, the shrink wrap ones, right? So you can't check to see if there's breakage inside, and not many of those either. Didn't think to check the prices, was so shocked to see the egg case so bare. Also, the pop and soda aisle was really bare. Didn't even see it that bad during the cough. I was in a hurry, so I didn't check the rest of the store, but those two areas were probably the barest I've ever seen them. Just grabbed what I needed and I got out of there. Things turn in a hurry, friends. I know people are grabbing stuff because of the storms, particularly, but when people start grabbing stuff, or when people start seeing holes on the store shelves that are big and they get freaked out, they start grabbing whatever's not nailed down. They start grabbing a whole bunch of stuff that they don't even really need, and it starts emptying out the stores very, very quickly. If everybody who goes into the store normally grabs another 10% more, the store becomes empty, because they really do ride those numbers close. West Virginia Digging Roots says 2 days ago, West Virginia Metro new report, bird flu in Pocahontas County, West Virginia. So bird flu up over in Delaware. We got bird flu in West Virginia. And I've seen that the APHIS website was acting all wonky yesterday when I was trying to look up information. So hopefully that gets fixed shortly. That's the U.S. Department of Agriculture's tracking of the bird flu cases and the cullings. So I'll keep you up to date with that on any major cullings that have happened, but haven't seen any updates since the beginning of the year. All right, the Biggs Homestead. If you guys remember the Biggs Prep, it's good to see them on here. She used to have that channel. They used to do prepping videos and some great stuff, especially with cooking and canning. We partner with them on the newsletter thing too to get some good information to you guys. Miss them, but they're here. Biggs Homestead says, Ocala National Forest, Florida. I ordered chicks from my local feed store, privately owned, on December 14th. No chicks have gotten here yet. Reasons: order delay, then hatch was delayed. Now the polar vortex, and they say they can't ship the chicks because it's too cold. I get the weather thing. I really want to purchase them because we have a relationship of over 10 years. I will wait and pray that we get some soon. Oh, and 18-count eggs last night at the local Winn-Dixie, over $10 for 18. The cute one says, update, Walmart. I placed an order on Saturday for a few items and always grab extra eggs. The cost of eggs on Saturday was $19.28 per case. I bought 2 cases. This morning, Monday, I checked and the eggs are now $21.97. So that's $2.70 some cents in just 2 days. All other eggs have also jumped in price. Wonderful community of watchmen to keep calm and prep on, brothers and sisters. And from Frugal Thrifty Mama, with a entertaining story as well here. Northeast Kansas, from Saturday at noon to Sunday at 8 p.m., we received rain, ice, sleet, hail, thunder and lightning, and 14 inches of snow. Might want to move somewhere warmer. We normally get some snow or ice or negative temperatures, but not like this. They shut down every highway in the state Sunday because of the ice and blowing snow. But my main point is, what will you do when emergency services can't make it to you? Ambulances have been pulled out and dug out by citizens for over 24 hours and still going on at 9 a.m. Monday. A church elder needed AMR Saturday evening for breathing problems, and they came and took her to the hospital Sunday at 7 a.m. So needed it at 9 p.m. Saturday evening, and didn't get taken until Sunday morning. And if you need a chuckle, 2 teenagers held up a local gas station and fled on foot in the snow. The police followed the tracks to their door, and they have been arrested. So cover your tracks, friends. That is lesson number 1 on surviving what is coming. But if you have updates, please do keep sending them in. If you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold, you can tap the link right there, pull up the form, fill out the form, and they will get in contact with you. If you want to learn more about switching your spending, the money that you're already spending on supplies and everything like that for cleaning, for snacks, for vitamins, you might want to check out the link down below, right there in the pinned comment. Switch your spending. We have, if you click that link, give your information, someone from this channel, one of our viewers, one of the watchmen, will actually reach out to you, do a tour through a subscription service, and you can see the prices and everything like that, and you can see if it's a good fit for you. But switch your spending over to American-made products, chemical-free stuff, higher quality stuff, and in a lot of cases, it's about the same price. So if you want to learn more about that, get a free tour, and meet some of our watchmen out there, just tap that link, fill out your information, they'll reach out to you and set up a call with you, and you can once again decide whether or not it is for you. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from the channel, there's one right up there. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.